Hello, people. My name's Alberto, aka aDestroyer 48. Hi, what's going up? What's up? Here to discuss movie reviews, video games, anything related. I've actually did a live stream last night, and oh yeah, I did sleep. I slept watching my own live stream, and I don't mean it like that. I was tired. I'm kind of sickly too. Um, I'm wanting to know if my internet connection is gonna stay over here. If it goes off, you know why? I don't trust this room with your internet connection. I have a room in the back too. That I definitely don't trust that room for internet connection. But hey, maybe one day I'll try it back there. Um, I want to see how it's a bad thing, but I want to see how it is when what happens to my live stream when the internet connection goes bad. It's gonna turn off, right? I'm just curious to see how my screen will go and everything. I'm a curious cat. This is my intro. We'll get into the movies in a little bit. Um, I brought up some topics yesterday. It looked I was heated. It looked like I was heated. um, but I seem to have calmed down. I got a little bit of sleep today. I could probably just go an hour and a half. So we'll see what happens. Um, if you're catching up onto this, if you're seeing my live stream, if you just want to watch, welcome. You want to jump in the chat and chat with me and ask me some questions about movies, video games, anything related, go ahead and jump right in. So let's see what happens. Let's get it popping. Oh, by the way, happy Halloween. Haha. Okay, happy Easter. I always want to throw that in. I'll probably be spending Easter with my family too. And see how that turns out. Okay, let's go. I got my little bag of tricks here. I got some videos that I have a dresser over here, and it has a lot of movie cases in it. Most of those, it's right here. Look, man, the room is a mess. I purposely did it because I want a different atmosphere. I'm just kidding. Just lazy and didn't want to clean. I have my bottle of water and I'm crumped in here. And I'm going to show you a bunch of movies I got from under my dresser. There's a compartment with tons and tons of cases of movies. And I hope I don't drop anything. It's cramped in here. I got my movies and my water over here. Ugh. Oh my gosh. See, I'm just going to put my water over here. I got these from random. And you know what? I'm going to be a little tease and I'm going to try to show you most of the titles so we could go at random so it'd be more fun. Right here, I'm gonna put the stack over here and hopefully it does not fall. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna do a little stretchy stretch. First movie. Again, I grab excuse me. It's the one. And should I be embarrassed? It's already about it used. Am I poor or what? The one with Jet Li, part of my collection. Jet Li, that could be a debate. Jet Li versus Jackie Chan. You could even measure him with Bruce Lee. But people are going to say Bruce Lee was a real thing, legit fighter. He could fight for real. We don't know if Jackie Chan and Jet Li, how they do in a fight. Well, I'm pretty sure they'd be good. I mean, martial arts, but would they choke up at a fight? You never know. This movie, I don't know if I'll ever do a movie review on this movie because what ruins it for the movie is a really cool thing that happens in it. It has the best ending ever in a movie. For me, movies, a lot of movies, they lack a good ending. A lot of movies are like, yeah. The ones that probably get away with are romance films because usually most of the like 95% of the time when it's a romance film, you know that the couple's gonna get together at the end. They're gonna go through their trials and tribulations through the movie in a romance, but at the end they're gonna end up at the end mostly. Sometimes it's more romantic to me when they don't get together because it's them getting to romantic couple getting together at the end of the movie. It becomes a little stale. I get bored of it. To me, I want creativity. I want something different. Even in movies with action like this one, sometimes I want the bad guys to win. I could be a little villain myself. But the thing is, you can't have the good guys winning all the time. It gets boring. Can you say I get bored easily? That's debatable. But once again, this movie has the best ending ever with the best soundtrack song in it. Can't beat it. If you're into action, you're running like if you're bad. I don't know if I could say it a badass. I guess I could say it because they say it plays Borderlands. My favorite two Borderlands 2. I try to watch my language a little bit, and it's a badass ending, a badass movie, everything. Not everything. The thing is, like this movie, like what happens in the beginning and middle and close to the end, I don't remember. I know there's action, and I just can't remember. So to me, if I can't remember a movie, maybe it's not that good. Maybe it's not that interesting for me. But if you like action, you like kicking butt and all that, watch the ending of this film and be bored if you think it's boring like I did. I mean, I don't want to say it's boring. I just don't remember, which maybe it wasn't that good. It's worth the wait to see the ending of this movie, especially if you see it the first time. Okay, that's it for the one. It's Jet Li. Oh, by the way, these movies I do have put over there, they're like they have the cases. Some of these movies have movies in them, and a lot of these movies I do not like or I'm not really interested in. And this one, I don't know. It's probably not going to be part of my top 10. I will say it'd be in my top 5 just for the ending itself. The one Jet Li. We're gonna go into the next one. Um, so you can know, since this is a grab bag kind of deal and just doing stuff randomly, these movies can have once again they can have documentaries, 2 movies in one disc. It could be anything. It can be anything, which is just bear with me and hopefully you'll like what I get out of it. Okay, let's get this one. And I actually forgot this guy's name in my other review last time. It says Mike Epps, underrated and never faded. Live from Detroit. Michael Epps, of course, who you gonna know him from? Especially you guys that watch classic movies. Even if it's a classic and it's not from your era, he came out on Friday, the second one. Is it the Friday after next? I believe he comes out with Ice Cube. He plays Day Day. That's the answer, Day Day. Now Day Day is I'm sorry, it's not like I'm doing a review for Friday, day after next. But I'm just saying it because he's Day Day and Friday. And he's a comedian. He actually came by my area and I wanted to go see him, but I didn't get to go see him in comedy. This one is pretty good. It's pretty decent. He came out in a movie. It was kind of funny. It started off funny, but wasn't that great. I don't know. This movie came out like 7 years ago, I think. It started off good, but it started getting a little stupid. I think it's pretty funny. It's okay. I don't remember as one of my best comedies ever, comedy acts. But I recommend you if you were to get this, give him a chance and see if he's your cup of tea and see his comedy. Now, I'm just gonna mention again. Thanks for watching, and whoever wants to come in the chat, want to ask questions, anything, we'll talk about anything. Not really anything. I try to stay away from religion and politics. Maybe personal information, but other than that, we're all good to go. We're doing movies and such. You guys are watching. Hope you're having a blast. If you want to join the chat, go and join the chat. All right, next one. You guys are not gonna like this one. I'm a rare bird. Okay, let me just show it to you. I'm kind of embarrassed because I am into this and you guys are not. Probably more likely. Let me know. The desert fox. It's Rommel. It's a general from World War II, a Nazi general, and his life. Even though he was a Nazi and general for the Nazis, he's famous for being in North Africa and fighting the British and the Americans, and he had the Italian army with him. He was in control of them. Um, I actually recommend it if you like a story because they don't even go into war that much. They're gonna go into his life and his private life. So this is a movie I would recommend for you females out there if you ever ran across it. Because it's not, believe me, it's not that much about war. They like show a clip in the beginning to me about World War II, him in the battlefield, and he immediately goes home, and you're gonna see a lot of family stuff. And women love family stuff, right? So don't let this movie deceive you and think it's all about war because it's not. And I thought it was gonna be a lot. I got disappointed because I want to see a lot more war stuff, military stuff. That's my thing. But I better I better turn this away before I lose viewers. Because people, I think they get turned off when they see war, at least nowadays, especially. Let me put this over here. But if you're a military buff like me, I recommend it. But um, I don't know. We're a breed. Not a lot of people don't like military movies. If you do like military movies, I can recommend a lot of movies, but I'll recommend Patton. But let's go away from that because I don't think a lot of viewers nowadays like war, war movies. Let's see what we have next. I got martial arts essentials. I really don't remember this. See in the back it has one, two, three, four, five, six martial arts movies, and they're old Chinese movies. I think a couple of them I liked. I didn't like them that much. Let's put this over here. Um, let's see what else I got, shall we? Um, this one is all ghetto because it has. I like cases and movies that just have one movie because I like to collect them. This one has one. It says right there 8. Well, let's just count for fun, shall we? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh my gosh! If you like, there's a couple of movies in here that if you like the classics, I recommend them. I hope some of you still like classic movies. I like classics. I even like classics that were even came out when they were born. Here's Choppy Mall. I recommend that one if you like classic movies, a good horror robot kind of film. Um, Slaughter High. Oh my gosh, that's my favorite because I was a little boy. 1999 is good. It's underrated. Chud 2 is a little silly. And then we got the Unholy. I don't remember that one. Ghoulies Go to College 3. If you like really stupid comedy, and I don't consider horror, it's more dumb. I recommend if you don't like silly comedy, don't watch it. This was 956 Evil 2. I keep I keep forgetting this movie, so it must not be very good. But once I see it, I'm like, oh, I remember, but like I don't remember right now. And then Waxworks to me is just a kind of just chill out kind of movie. And yeah, if you want to chill out and you just want to chill, you want to go to sleep or something, Just watch. I recommend. That's a good chillax movie. 1999. Let me get to that one again. It's underrated. It doesn't look. I was like, I was like 1999. And see, what is it called? Class of 1990. I'm sorry, that's the full title. And this is a movie where I'm like, I saw that, blah blah. I don't want it. No, but when I see it, it's actually pretty good. I liked it. I liked it a lot. It's decent. Slaughter High is a really good movie. Oh, I don't even want to probably explain it because I might do a review in it. It's that good. I liked it a lot. It's a good horror film. Um, and Chopping Mall, like I say, I recommend it. Let's see what else we have. I'm going through these kind of fast. Don't judge me when you see this one. The Smurfs, Smurfs to the rescue. And y'all thinking I'm a baby? No, actually, got it from my nieces. It's up to you if you want to believe me or not. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna embarrass myself right now. The Smurfs, when the way life is so complicated nowadays, I need something to relax. I will watch a cartoon. I ain't gonna lie. Y'all can make fun of me if you want. It's all good. Oh, I need to say this, and I've been waiting to tell the public this. There is an episode the, where the Smurfs get infected, and you might say that AIDS kind of version of the Smurfs. They'll bite each other, and let's say it's like the zombie apocalypse for them. A Smurf gets infected instead of when it gets infected, turn red, and then they're red, they bite another Smurf in the tail. The other one turns red. It's like a zombie apocalypse kind of deal. I liked it. I really, really liked it. That's probably my favorite episode. I do not know what the episode is on the top of my head. I need to go on YouTube or look it up or the internet, where whoever has it. Um, it has a really cool scene. Spoiler, a little bit of spoiler alert, but I ain't gonna give the ending out. But the surviving Smurfs that are blue, they start running with rakes and everything, and then and then these red Smurfs that are infected with, I want to say that AIDS or COVID or whatever you want to call it. Now, of course, it's not that, but I'm just making fun. They start jumping down the hill and they're gonna attack the surviving Smurfs, and then these guys, I believe Smurfette is even one of the survivors of a group, and they come with these. The blue ones are gonna come with rakes and stuff and try to fight off the infected red Smurfs. I hope you guys research it and find it. If I find it, maybe in my other searches, I'll bring it up. If I could find the name and title of that episode, and if I do find it, I will let you guys know. And feel free to comment and tell me. I'm not trying to ask for comments, but I mean, I'm just letting y'all know if y'all are interested in that episode, like I am. Just let me know, and we will see if we can find the name of that episode, and I'll research it and I'll get back to you. Let's put this over here. Ah, do a little stretchy stretch. I'm gonna open this and get a little drinky drink. And we're gonna move on. Excuse me. Let's kick some butt and move on. Let's have some fun. I have just a card in a platoon. Let's see, I had a lot of junk in there. Platoon. I shouldn't even be doing this because it's not even a K-shit account. I want to make it count though. Can I make it count? Okay, let's make it count. It's a good movie from the 80s, a very good Vietnam film. It won something in an award, Academy Award or something. Yeah, you military guys, you like military, watch this movie. Especially if this is not from your era and you were born after this. Watch this movie. If you come across it, watch it. If you like military stuff, you like kicking butt, Watch this. I highly recommend. A lot of action and some of the battle and one of the best battle scenes and stuff. Out of all war films. Now we have Dawn of the Dead, and this is the original. This is actually Dawn of the Dead from the 70s. There, there's a one that started off with the it's the first. It has to be the first zombie film about that they're stuck in a mall, the survivors, and the zombies are gonna attack. Well, if actually the survivors get there and they kick the zombies out, they kill a lot of them and get rid of them. Gotta make sure it doesn't hit the laptop. Um, they kick the zombies out, and then they kill them and stuff, and then they take over the mall, and then the zombies are trying to get back in, and that they it looks like they're gonna be okay, but then this this biker gang of motorcyclists come and they try to get into the mall, and that makes it harder because once they get in, they're gonna let all the zombies in, and there's a flat out war between the survivalists are gonna try to survive. They're outnumbered, but they're gonna try to snipe. They're gonna try to snipe the motorcycle gang that at one point I believe they take the motorcycles inside the mall. So everybody, all humans on both sides, a motorcyclist gang and all road gang could call them that, and the survivalists, they have to fight out both the zombies and each other. And some of them and the motorcycle gang, they take a lot of casualties. A lot of them get eaten by zombies, and then they take off, and the survivors end up leaving the spoiler alert. It's an old movie. Who cares, right? The survivalists end up getting in a chopper and taking off, and they leave the mall. Mm, if you don't mind really old movies and for what it is, the music is super old, 70s music. If you run across this movie, watch it. A lot of programs are gonna have it on the internet, a lot of apps and stuff like that. I watched this movie several times, and it's even before my time, believe it or not. Put that over there. This is funny. I have a story with this. Blockbuster, and you know what? It's The Hills Have Eyes. I had to pay money for this. I thought my car got stolen or something, and it ended up that freaking cops, dumb town, Hick town. I'm very upset about it. They took. I called like, hey, my car's stolen. I reported to the town. They're like, we don't. The operators like, or the police dispatcher was like, sir, that is not our area. It's not our area. Go call somebody. Call the sheriff. Call the sheriff. They're the ones that freaking had my car towed. And it had these blockbuster videos in there. This is how old this is. So it still gets me mad to this day. How can you tell me you don't know where my car is when you're the one that towed my car? Your department towed my car. That's how screwed up this world is. It's like common sense stuff. Like, geez. You telling me to call a sheriff when you're the one that towed my car? Hey, but you know what? I'll tell you what I believe. What goes around comes around. Everybody, you have to remember if you're hating on somebody, whatever, something bad happens to you one day, something bad is going to happen to them. But we don't want to wish upon, harm on anything, whatever. But, the bad luck that we get, they're going to get it too. And Hills Have Eyes. I don't think I ever bought another one. So this is all I have is a blockbuster version I have. I think this movie is still in here. You mind if I check real quick? And yeah, it's right there. And it's the same movie. Do you guys do this thing that I do? A lot of times I'm not as organized as I look, and I got lucky. A lot of times I put the wrong movie in the wrong case, and it'll just be like, oh, I can't find the case, so I'm just gonna put in the other one. Do you guys do that? What luck? What do we have here? We have a zombie movie. This is simply called Zombie. It's directed by Lucio Fucini. Belong in enemy horror film collection. I don't think. Just watch one of these times. I'm gonna drop this on there. Maybe I should go back. I don't think a lot of people would like this movie. I'm okay with it. The zombies act more dumb than usual. The storyline is okay. What happens in this one? I think some people go to an island and it's run by zombies, and then the people are getting sick, and I believe they're gonna get zombified. And I don't know. Look, like these zombies are walking towards the city. I don't know how they got there. I know they got in a boat, but it's a boat can't carry all these zombies. I don't remember. Forgive me. Remember, this is not a movie review. I'm not gonna remember a lot of these movies. I have to like see it again. I wouldn't mind seeing this movie again, but I'm busy with my channel and doing reviews and other projects concerning my channel. So I'm not finding that much time. If I'm watching a movie, it's more for my reviews. Hey Troy, if you're watching this, what's up, bro? Love you, brother. Because I'm gonna do a Friday the 13th movie with for him, a review, and I'm trying to do it really good. And it's gonna come out long, and I'm trying to be special because my brother Troy, my boy, and hopefully it'll be coming out soon. I'm making him wait too much, so I might just start it up, but I want to do a good job on it. But when I think I'm doing a job, I'm making long reviews, and some people sometimes they don't want to see my long reviews, but to me it gets warmed up. If you have time, watch it because I start warming up to the camera, and I start talking more, and I start bringing up points and all that stuff. Um, yeah, shout out to my friend Troy. I'll do the shout out in a little bit, but if I don't forget, remind me. um, Concerning this movie, I do like it, but I'm not picky. I like wild and crazy movies, and I'm not picky, and I can appreciate a good storyline. If you come across this movie Zombie, I do recommend it if you have my taste. If you don't have my taste, if you're picky about a movie, if you're picky about movie, excuse me, I don't recommend it. Let me get my shout outs out. Shout out to my wife B. Shout out to Troy. Shout out to Shrimp. Shout out to Jelly. Shout out to Fear. Hey, shout out to Deuce. A lot of people don't get along with my friend Deuce, but shout out to him. And I think I got my main friends and my other friends. Shout out to whoever I'm missing. Um, we can get to the next movie, but I'm seeing somebody. It might be joining the chat. Let's get the next movie. This movie I've seen a lot of times. It's Mike Myers and So I Married an Axe Murderer. It's part of my collection. Mike Myers is a comedian. I find him so. A lot of girls find this girl attractive. I'm like, I don't know. But the thing is, he's not my favorite comedian or anything. He comes out and everybody will know Mike Myers from NSL. He plays Wayne. Who else does he play? Can't think right now, but Wayne's World. But I like this movie very much. I enjoy it very much. I can do a spoiler right now. I'm gonna do spoiler alerts. Well, I don't even know if I should. If I really recommend a movie, maybe I should. I don't know. I'm just gonna play it by ear. I'm not. I do not know. Decide when I can do a spoiler alert. But right now, sometimes if I really like a movie, I don't want to do a spoiler alert. All right, I'm not gonna spoil it because it's one of my favorite movies. Yeah, I'm not gonna change my mind because I was debating about it on my own. But yeah, it's so I married an axe murderer. Uh, I'll just comment on it. Is there action? Yes, there's action. You might have to. It's not action packed. It's more about moving the story along. It's more about relationships. It involves. Hey, did I make a mistake of being in a relationship? Or I'm paranoid. He's a little paranoid about relationships, and it's gonna be a mystery. It's gonna be a mystery comedy kind of movie. If I'm not spoiling it for you, that means I recommend it, and I do recommend you see this movie. Hmm. I'm thinking about it. What else to say about it? But I do recommend it. Watch it if you get the chance. Um, I like it. And he hangs out with a friend a lot that's helping him with his stuff, and he's been through relationships that he has a hard time holding on to relationships. He's very picky. Okay, I'm not gonna say that much more because I don't want to spoil it any further. Let's put that away. All right. Once again, if you're just watching, that's fine. It's all good. If anybody wants to join the chat, go ahead and join the chat. You're more than welcome to ask me questions about any movies related, video games, anything. You had a bad day, let me know. That's fine. It's all good. Uh, Let me get this off my mind real quick. I never get tired of saying this. I am starting a revolution. I can't wait for more people to join. Revolutions about peace, love, harmony, all that stuff. Loving each other, respecting each other. My theory is if you have a chain, each one of the part of a chain, one of the chain falls and the chain is not good. And the chain falling would probably represent somebody that's not respecting or loving somebody. This is for everybody. If you're bi, straight, trans, lesbian, bi, what have you, this is for everybody. And the thing is, I don't support any violence. I want just peace for us to get along with each other, show respect and love each other. That's the revolution I want to start, and I can't wait till more people get in here. Okay, moving on. We got The Ugly Truth. Who comes out? Gerard Butler and Catherine Heigl. I do. This is especially movie for women, for romance, for girls romance. I recommend it. They have a really cool scene where they driving in a car, a romantic scene, and they play that song. Oh my gosh, I love something about Sunshine. I think it's Sunshine. I don't remember, but it's really good. It's a good romance film. I could talk a little bit about it. There's a part where I don't know why, but she's wearing like electric underwear. Somebody gave her a gift and she's wearing it, and it has like a device. And she's sitting down in a restaurant, and somehow I think she drops it. And a little boy picks it up, and then he he presses a button on it, and it gets her underwear electrified. And I shouldn't be laughing because I was gonna say it's not. I don't find it that funny, but I'm just sharing a part in there. Um, she works like for a network. She's a higher up, and end up her boss ends up hiring this guy, which she can't stand. But you already know what's gonna happen. No spoilers. You know she's gonna end up hooking up with this guy. If I ruined it for you, I'm sorry, ladies, but it's not one of my best romantic movies. I've seen better. I have my own romance movies where I'm like I can't think of the top of my head. Pretty in Pink. Oh my gosh. But she doesn't even end up with Ducky. She ends up with another guy. That's one. What other romance movie that I think find romantic? There's this movie that people are really not gonna know about. It's what is it called? Um Midnight Hour, something like that. It's an 80s movie. To me, it's very romantic. Except they ruined it. They put a dance number. Only one number in that movie, and it ruined the movie. And it's a movie about interesting. I bet you a lot of you have not seen this movie, but if you're from my generation, maybe you saw it because it was at Blockbuster. That's how I saw it. I'm gonna go through it real quick. The dead they have risen for some reason. I don't remember because I don't. It's been a long time since I've seen that movie. They put this movie down because you think I'm talking about that one. That Midnight Hour movie, and I'm gonna talk about it now because I don't have the movie. Um, Somebody has risen the dead. I believe somebody had to do something. I got read a book or I don't know what, a magical book, and there's like vampires and zombies that risen at the same time. And then for some reason, a mysterious ghost, but she's in human form, and she comes in the form of a cheerleader, and she ends up hooking up with a good guy that's I guess he's a high school kid, and I don't know why I find it so romantic. Not to sound not straight or anything, 'cause I'm straight, but very romantic with him and her. They get to know each other, and I'm just gonna go through. I'm just gonna end this movie quickly. I will say in the middle of the movie. Well, let me go through this. The vampires and zombies, they do their job. They start turning people, killing people, and I believe turning them to vampires and zombies. But they go to this house. They go to this house, and this is and it was a regular party, but the zombies and the vampires made this some way in, and they quietly start. I think quietly, mainly turning those people into vampires and zombies. And then this couple goes there, the ghost girl cheerleader and this high school kid go there, and it's got this kind of scares me, but it's dumb because when I get there, there's nobody there. They get there in the living room and nobody's there where they were all partying before. And then something they look up, and then it had an upstairs, and all the zombies and vampires, all of them were hiding up there. Is that believable? And then the boss is like a vampire, and it's a female girl. It's yeah, it's a female girl, and she starts getting all of the vampires and zombies to do a dance number. You ruined the movie. You had good romance going on in that movie, and even the vampires and zombies, that was okay. Excuse me, but you ruined the movie. Why'd you have to do that? Why? You had a good. I mean, it was decent. It would have probably made more money if you didn't do that stupid dance number. If you're gonna do something like Grease, do that. Do a lot of dance number, but not one in a freaking horror movie. Does that make any sense to you guys? My opinion, no. If you feel different, let me know. So they do that stupid dance number, and then the zombies and vampires are gonna chase the ghost girl. I don't think they could do anything to her because she's kind of a ghost, but she's also in flesh. And she goes with that high school guy, and they defeat him. And I do not remember how they defeat him. I think it's called The Midnight Hour. If y'all find that movie, let me know, and I will look and research and see if I can find that movie. But it's not a well-known movie. I would say it's probably a B, a B movie at best. But I can still get into the romance because the endings where the romance has. Uh, that cheerleader ghost girl and this high school kid, they fall for each other. But when they defeat the vampires and the zombies and they disappear or something, she has to leave too because she came in with the that with that group. And that's the romantic part. He cannot be with her. Excuse me. To me, it's romantic. It's more romantic because even by then, there's a lot of romance films. They're like la di da da. They get together. Yeah, sometimes it works, but you can't be doing all the time. Sometimes you have to have with a. It's more romantic when they can't be together. Because to me, it was like it still affected me. Like they made a good couple, and I was like, I wish they had gotten together. What if would happen? To me, it's still romantic. If you think differently, let me know. Um, it's called the Midnight Hour. If y'all find it, let me know. Going back to this, I did already say it's a romance. I do recommend it for women. I recommend it for you guys that are closet romantic fans. Watch it. It is. I can easily say that I don't know this girl. There's something about her. I don't really. Maybe I'm not really into. But I know a lot of females are gonna like it. I need to look it up and see how much money it made and all that. If people are really into it. But for females, yeah, I recommend it. I do. I'm gonna be moving on now. What do we have here? A movie that, or it's actually a show that people are not gonna. Only people of my age are gonna remember. The Wonder Years. Uh, if you're from my era, the '80s, maybe y'all would like this. Now, for those of you that let's say you didn't get a chance to watch this, I'm gonna warn you. This kid does commentary on his own life. He's like, I did this on this day, and she did it. This is Weenie, his girl he has a crush on. Sometimes I think they were together. I don't remember. Yeah, I think they worked together for a while, and then they split up. That kind of deal with all the drama. And she's like, "Oh, the day Weenie. Oh, I wonder how Weenie felt about me that day." And all. He does that a lot in every episode. I did not mind. I liked the show. They had some pretty good episodes. I didn't see like the last season. I think it had like 5 seasons. I'm kind of surprised the show lasted because I like the show, but I have this. I have it in my mind that people didn't like this show. See if it's your cup of tea. And my mom has it in my head because she would see the show with me sometimes, and she's like, "Why is that kid talking to himself?" And I'm like, "Yeah, go ahead and run the show for me." I should start ruining her shows, her rent shows. That's all she watches. I do recommend it. You guys are from my era. Did you like the Wonder Years? Were you into Kevin and Winnie and see if they're gonna make it or not? See if they're gonna make it to the top with their romance. I am a scratchy throat again. So I do recommend it if y'all haven't seen it, especially if you weren't from this era. I give it a shot. See if you like it. Do, 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 do. Once again, this is random. If I forget about some of this stuff, just doing this randomly. This is not a movie review. This is a live stream chat. What do we have next? We have Benny Hill. This is from my era. This is a funny British guy. I feel kind of cool because I'm fortunate to play on PS4 and play online games, and sometimes I run into British kids and stuff like that, and I get to talk to them. And now it's not a movie like, or this is not a movie. This is the best of Benny Hill. This guy's funny. He runs real fast and stuff like that. I think anybody will, if you like stupid comedy, you'll like this. Even if this is not from yours, it's before your time. How many guys, adults that are watching? How many do y'all like Benny Hill? Do you like him? Did you think it was funny back in the day? This show, from my standpoint, from what I went through, I'd go to school, come home. Um, my parents were really bad at putting me to sleep. And what would happen was, for me, at 10 o'clock, we watched the news. I would watch the news with my parents, and then when I was in their bed with them, after the news, after 10:30, it was time to. We put Benny Hill on, and I don't remember that many times. Or I my parents tried to put me to sleep, but they were not good disciplinarians. They did like spank me and stuff like that first, but then they stopped. My mom told my dad to stop spanking me, which now I regret. I mean, I had nothing to do with it. It wasn't my choice, but I would be like, you should have spanked me so I'd been disciplined. Then I could have been a football player. I could have been strong enough to deal with those coaches, because when they spank you, they direct you in doing the right thing. Even even if they're wrong, at least they show you, watch your step, and they show you how to do things correctly. Okay, I don't want to go into people disciplining their child, whatever. Everybody raises their kids differently. So but the point is, yeah, after 10:30, after the news was done, watch Benny Hill. Benny Hill will come on, and they do a lot of running. He does a lot of running, funny stuff, a lot of jokes. Um, he would do some skits where they're running real fast and stuff like that, which I like. Is really funny to me. And he would do skits talking. That those were kind of boring. I mean, and then I was a kid, I didn't understand, and it was they talk in British, which is it's a English, but it's a different kind of English. um, you ever see the stores? Give it a chance. It's pretty funny. If it's your cup of tea, I already explained it to you. If you're not into that stuff, then you don't have to get this. I'm running out of movies, but I can go get some more. This is the last movie I have here, and then I'll probably go grab some more, and there might be a couple of them right there. This is what's love got to do with it, is a Tina Turner story. This is not. Let me see if it has a rating. It is rated R. I do not. Excuse me. I need to clear my throat. Let me clear my throat. That's a song. Anyways, this movie is not appropriate for children. It's rated R. On top of that, um, and I'll tell you why. There is a rape scene in there, so you don't. You have kids and all that, or you're a kid that's sensitive stuff like that. You're not supposed to be watching it. Don't watch this movie. If you're an adult and you want to learn about Tina Turner, she's big potatoes, man. She was a hit in the '80s. She's somebody. She's not as big as Madonna, but I mean, she's up there with the greats, and she has a ton of money now. I know I saw her on TV where the real Tina Turner. She's out in France and she's driving like a what's it called, ATM? That's where you get money out. ATV or something like that. Those big jeeps, and she's in France. She bought land over there. I think it's France. So she's out there in Europe somewhere, and she has a lot of money, man. I don't even know, is she still alive? And this singer came. She made. I think she was born in the 40s, and then she made it big in the early 60s, maybe. And she gets to know Ike Turner. I'm sorry, one like this. Ike Turner's not there, but Ike Turner. He helps her with her career, and there's a lot of abuse in the movie. If I don't even know, I'm trying to think who would want to watch this. I like it. It's okay. If you're a woman that doesn't want to see abuse, you don't. If you don't want to see a rape scene, I don't blame you. There is spousal abuse. He beats up on her. You don't want to see it. Don't watch this. If I think the only reason I'd see for you to watch this movie is if you want to learn about Tina Turner. If you like to learn biographies on people, I mean, really want to, and you want to go through that rape and beating her husband gives her. I mean, willing to go to that to learn about her life story. 'Cause, hey, man, these things happen. Sometimes we have to face up to it. Sometimes we know people that went through that, unfortunately. Um, yeah, if you really want to get to know her, you don't mind that stuff, watch it. I mean, you really want to get to nitty gritty. If you don't want to, you don't like seeing rape scenes, a woman getting raped and being around, don't watch this. All right, I don't want to turn anybody off, so I'm gonna put that away. Okay, I went through all the movies already. I'm gonna get more. But before I go through that, same old deal. Go through it. Join the revolution. My name's Alberto. For any of y'all are joining me now, aDestroyer 48. And again, if you're watching, I hope you're having a good time. I don't mean to be repeating, guy, but just want to make sure y'all are okay. You want to join the chat and ask a question or bring up a movie, or you want to talk about any topics, just join. Hold on, real quick. Let me get. Well, I can show you this. I just got this. The case is not in here. I ain't gonna put it all together right now. We ordered this Seinfeld season 1 and 2. Who's a Seinfeld fan? Excuse me. It's very interesting because this does not happen all the time. You see that season 1 and 2 is supposed to come together. Well, the season 1 has the pilot and it only has 5 episodes. That doesn't happen all the time. I've seen sitcom DVDs where they'll start off with 10 or 12, or yeah, they're usually that, and then the next one they'll do 24. That's what I'm used to. But this one's unique. They really tested the waters, and I don't know, did it start in NBC? I think NBC. Um, they started off with a pilot and 5 episodes and one, and then two. I don't remember. It may have 12 to 24. I don't remember. Um, I'm checking the back and see what it says because I don't remember. Um, I just got this too. It might go up to 24. And if I'm wrong, it's 12. I'm sorry. I don't have all the information. I express this a lot. I really do. That Jerry Seinfeld, I do not like his stand up comedy. It's very blah, at least most of it. He reminds me of Bill Cosby. I don't like that comedy. To each his own. There's most people that like Bill Cosby and they like that black kind of comedy. I like crazy wild comedy, and he does not have crazy wild comedy. I ain't gonna lie, every 100 years I see a joke that he says it's funny on stand up, right? His sitcom is pretty funny. I like it. Excuse me. He has an apartment and it's very chillax. This is just me. I just see that apartment and it gives me not really so much anymore, but for a long time it gave me a relaxing atmosphere. And you always see his box of cereals with him. They're kind of funny. It's kind of like stupid comedy. I don't see it as serious comedy. I can tell you something about this show. Now, what was I going to tell you about it? Oh, it looks like all the George, Kramer, Jerry, they're like in their 40s. No, 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 no. And that time when they're making the sitcom, I believe he was already maybe in his mid 30s, something like that. No, maybe he was like 32. I know at the end, okay, they had seasons like 1 through 8, I believe. And I mean, at a point, it looks like they're 40 and they're single. I mean, to me, it's no offense to anybody. It's kind of pathetic. And then all the girls, they don't have all the women they date. They don't have. They looks like they don't have children. They don't have kids. I mean, that doesn't happen very often. Women nowadays, yeah, they end up having children very early in teenage in the early 20s. To me, what I went through when I was single, everybody was usually a single mom, which there's nothing wrong with that, you know. And every time I wanted to date somebody, they were a single mom. They're fine. I dated them, all that stuff, whatever. When I was single, but here they're like in their 40s, and these, I mean, they're very close to their 40s. That for sure I know. But the odds are around that age, everybody's gonna have children already. All the girls they date. I believe George is the only one in one episode where he dated a mom that had a child. But they've dated several women, man. In the one in all the episodes, they probably all dated all together. They dated like 50 women or something. Jerry all the time, he's always going from relationship to relationship. It looks like he goes through a relationship like he changes underwear like every day. And he usually screws up his relationship, or if he doesn't, it's usually him that screws up his own relationship. But if he doesn't do it, his friends are ruining his relationship. So this guy goes to girlfriends like nothing. I feel bad for him, but I should. Fun reality check. This guy is close to being a billionaire. He's the richest comedian ever. Jerry Seinfeld. Um, he's I according to the net worth of him that I gone to. I believe this dude is worth like 98 million dollars. That's close to a billion, right? Excuse me. I'm sorry. This is my condition, folks. So this guy, it's safe to say, and then you look it up in Wikipedia, Jerry Seinfeld is the richest comedian ever. Plus, he's an actor. Now, I don't know. Is he a good actor? You tell me. um, we got some movies over here. I could put this in. This I shouldn't even be showing it. I'm just gonna show it to you guys. I got this at the dollar store. If you just want to relax and watch something and put yourself to sleep, watch this. I have found good movies at the dollar store or whatever, and I've actually found some like box office movies at the dollar store if you really look carefully. I don't even know how they got away with that. I'm sorry, I have people in here. I haven't been on PlayStation for a bit. The Lucifer H, I don't know when it'll be back, and I'll be absent for a bit. Hey, Lucifer, how you been, bro? I'm sorry, I didn't see you there. I'm very sorry. I hope you haven't been waiting there long. All right, man, but it sounds like you have to go. I wish you'd stick around. You could bring up a movie or something like that, but you have to go. And you said you'll be back. You'll be absent for a bit. Well, I can't wait to hang with you again, man. You let me know when you get back, okay? Excuse me, I need to clear my throat. Let me clear my throat. Um, that's the song actually. Lucifer. If you, I don't know if you left. Well, it still says you're in here. Wow. Why does it say there's 0 people? I mean, on the chat, if you're there, I should have 1. Anyways, are you gonna come with it back? Can you tell me if you're gonna come back with the same screen name, or are you changing it? While I wait for him to respond, Lucifer, my buddy, I'm gonna show you this one. We don't talk about breakdancing that much anymore. I don't know why. I'm pretty sure people still breakdance. It is Breaking 2. I'm gonna tell you right now, Breaking 1 is better. Now I do have a story to this, and I actually bought this at the dollar store. Well, everything's $1.25 now. This movie is about breakdancing. I want to know, do people, kids from now this era, teenagers and all that, do you all know about breakdancing? Do people still breakdance? I'm pretty sure they do. This is Breaking 2. I recommend you see Breaking 1 if you like breakdancing. If you like real fancy dancing and flips and all that stuff, watch 1. This one's okay, but 2. The story behind this is I went to my friend's house and I saw Breaking 1 and I fell in love with it. What were the name of the breakdancers? I want to say one was Zero. Turbo, and I forgot the other way. Turbo is a little black dude, and he's the first guy. Like, I thought it was really good at go. I mean, he was the best at breakdancing, and that is for sure in that movie, right? And he had this other guy that breakdanced with him, and then they would do all these breakdancing fights with the other competing breakdancers, the bad guys. This frustrated me so much with Breaking 1 because at the end of the movie, they say, "Okay, keep your eye out for Breaking 2." I waited and waited and waited and waited, and I never found out information on Breaking 2. And back then, although I'm 16, back then there's not really internet, so I couldn't find out if Breaking 2 came out. And I guess the only way I could find out is if I went to the movies and see if they're giving Breaking 2, this one. And then I didn't see it. When did I see Breaking 2? I mean, I think the movie, I don't know if it says here, when did Breaking 2 come out? It says 1984. I don't want to believe that. Because I think I saw Breaking 1. Yeah, maybe it came out in 1982. I know it came. Breaking Part 1. I guess it came out, maybe it came out in 82 and it came out immediately, but I missed it and I kept looking for this freaking movie. I was so upset. Did they not advertise it correctly? And I think let's just say this because I don't even know when. I'm trying to get my mind scrubbing. I probably saw this movie like 20 years later. When this movie, according to this 1984, probably came out just 2 years after the first Breaking. I don't even want to think about it. I should move on because I don't want to that gets me upset. I don't know because I really, really, really want to see Breaking 2. But once again, Breaking 1's better. Go see Breaking 1. You can see. Don't see this first because you're gonna get turned off. This is not as good. I only remember one breakdancing scene that was pretty cool from this one. Go watch Breaking 1, and then you want to see the continue the saga. This is a good just sequel, but like a sequel that's not going to be better than Breaking 1, but it's going to continue the story. And I do recommend you see this, but see Breaking 1 first. If you see this Breaking 2 first, it's not worth it. Please see Breaking 1. Hold on, let me go get more movies. Ugh. Oh gosh, I dropped something and I hope it does not have more. I hope it. I think I had a cassette in there. I hope I didn't scrape it. Do you guys know if you have a disc, You know, if you drop it with a disc in it, it's possible you could scratch it and it won't work. That's happened to me. But I've had discs where I didn't take care of them, and they get if you just have them laying around. I get mad. I get mad at my mom, but she's elderly about it. I'm like, don't touch the disc. If there's somewhere, don't touch it. Don't stack them because you're gonna scratch them. Ain't gonna work anymore. I'm just wasting money. Excuse me. And my thing is like, yeah, you say put them away, but I'm sickly, man. I'm very, I don't know. It's hard for me to put stuff away. I'm diabetic. I'm sickly and all that stuff. It's hard for me to put stuff back. I should learn how to put stuff away and stuff like that. But I still order like, hey, like, cost money these discs. I ain't a rich person. You know what I mean? We've already passed the hour thing. Um, I got He-Man. You guys watch He-Man? This is the original series, and I'm pretty sure there was a comic book that came before this, and then they probably had the comic book and then started this. I wouldn't mind seeing a comic. I mean, I'm not that thrilled about seeing a comic, but I wouldn't mind. I don't like remakes, but I saw a remake to a movie about this, and they look different and stuff like that. But I recommend that remake. I don't know what it's called, but it was pretty good. I usually don't like remakes, but that one was good. And they show when here Skeletor, he is what he is. In that remake movie, he they show when he loses how he gets his, you see his yellow face, or they show how he had a face and then it burned off and stuff like that. And I think it was a battle with He-Man, and then that's how he gets a skull. I highly recommend you watch that movie. The cartoon I really like. I do not know if kids or teenagers from this era would appreciate He-Man. They're selling He-Man toys and they look like the originals, most of them. And I do have the He-Man copy toys and stuff like that. I like they're from my era. I liked He-Man. I'm surprised I like He-Man because I like more soldiers and more like GI Joe kind of stuff. I don't mind Transformers either. I grew up with all those cartoons. I watched almost every one of them. There's not even a cartoon back then that I didn't like. I would watch anything that was cartoon. Pretty much. Um, Check it out, man. If you haven't seen this, I mean, the storylines are pretty good. But I have friends are like, oh, that's not from my era and stuff like that. I'm like, okay, don't check it out, but I recommend it. You know, give something else a chance. You know, I don't know about these new cartoons. I mean, I don't know. They're really crazy. They're really crazy. I don't know. They're really crazy way out there. These are more like originals, have original stories and stuff like that. Not too crazy. Have good stories and stuff like that. In my opinion. Um, if you're young and you're not from my era and you're this is your era, you're a teenager or anything, let me know if you can compare a movie from if you've seen a movie black, from my era compared to yours. I would like that feedback. But I do like He-Man. Man at Arms is cool. I like the Beast Man. I don't know. I just like them. I can't explain why. I can understand why somebody say they wouldn't like him, but I like it. Moving on. Let's go old school. We got Jaws from the PlayStation 2. We are now in PlayStation 4. No, PlayStation 5, but I can't afford a PlayStation 5. I've said this many a times. I have a PlayStation 4. And you have like that Xbox. I can't even tell the difference between the last Xbox that came before this one. For if you're like older games, I don't know if you can see the back. I have games older than this, and I have surprises of all old ass stuff I have, stuff I got from my grandparents. Oh yeah, I'm 16 years old. Ha 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 ha. Here he's biting an orca and stuff like that. Uh, this was when I was really into games. I'm kind of into games, but not so much. And I like when prices come down when I can buy whatever game. I'm still looking for a good game, but I don't know. I do not know. Sometimes I even put on my best game, Borderlands 2, which I will talk like forever. You're always gonna hear me talk about Borderlands 2, so be aware. Borderlands 2, I recommend it, especially online gaming. You can help your friends, you can help each other level up. And I have not seen another game like Borderlands 2, although I'm gonna say I haven't played a lot of games. But if you show me a game where you could level your friends up by Borderlands 2, let me know. And just to let you know, I'm not really too much into. Excuse me, I'm sorry. I get the hiccups. It just came out of nowhere. I don't I don't like Borderlands 3. I kind of don't. I might like it once I stop playing it for a year. I do play Borderlands 1. I'm like, eh. Borderlands pre-sequel, I am not much of a fan. Although there's some good scenes in there, but I just don't get them. I don't know why. Let me take a drink. Maybe it'll help my throat. I'm trying this new thing where I'm coming out in the daytime. I'm trying to. I don't really like to talk about it, but I'm gonna talk about it. I do feel uncomfortable. Not with you guys. It's just that I'm afraid my family's gonna start knocking or make some noise, and I don't need that. I've had movie reviewers I had not seen. A lot of times they're really professional. They have it everything soundproof. Every now and then they'll get like their cat scratching at the door or whatever. But a lot of my family members they usually don't come here. But if they do, they might start talking loud. I don't want y'all hearing them, and I have to go. One day it's gonna happen. But I try to keep my my channel open up at night. I mean that's easier because people are not really gonna come by the night sometimes. Here, they're more likely to do it. But I'm gonna try to come more in the daytime. I'm gonna try and see what happens, and just have to work things out, and just have a something planned where people know that I'm doing a video and I don't want to be disturbed. I know I'm sounding kind of jerkish, but I mean it's true. I see people with their videos interrupted. I want to try to do the same thing and be professional about it. Okay, let's go on to the next one. Ace Ventura, Jim Carrey, Ace Ventura. Um, would you consider it a classic? Probably a classic because he's old already. How old would Jim Carrey be now? Hmm. He did a show in Living Color, and that was in the 90s, and he had to be 28 ish. It was like 90, 91 when Living Color came out. I'm trying to remember. So if he was 27 and 90, help me do the math, and let's say add 20 years with that. No, actually 30, right? The 90s, he was in, let's just say 30s for sake of argument. And then the 2000s, he is 40s, 2010s, 50s. He might be in his 60s. Or if he's lucky enough not to be 60, he has to be close to 58, 59. I have to look it up. I don't know. Why did I bring it up about his age? Anywho, I'm getting off topic, but it's just things that making my wheels in my brain start moving. If you like stupid comedy, watch this. If you don't like stupid comedy, don't watch it. If you like Bill Cosby comedy and that makes you laugh, and Jerry Seinfeld makes you laugh, don't watch this. That's, I guess, how I would rate people. Maybe is it racist? I'm just kidding. Everything nowadays is racist. I want to go. I want to go make coffee. You're racist. I'm sorry. Maybe I shouldn't be. I don't mean to offend anybody. I'm just kidding around. Um. Yep. Stupid comedy. Um. Should I do a spoiler alert? Shouldn't I just say spoiler alerts when it comes to new movies, which I hardly ever do because I don't have time to watch new movies. But I will make time if y'all request for it. Y'all recommend a movie that's nowadays, I'll go watch. I'll try to go watch it. I'll try. I'm sorry, I got the hiccups have hit me. Bad timing. Stupid comedy. He's trying to help the Miami Dolphins. Their dolphin has been stolen. He needs to find out. Excuse me. He needs to find out who stole the dolphin, and there's a late girl secretary or something. She works with the press, maybe, and he hooks up with her, and then trying to look for the dolphin. Um, there's a lot of funny stuff that happens. Um, he goes into this place to go look for some guy. It's a computer geek to help him track down the dolphin. I think the dolphin's name is Snowflake. Wow, I'm surprised I remembered that. And he goes into some place. It's like a heavy metal place, and the heavy metal band that plays is Cannibal Corpses. I fell in love with that song. I can't locate the song though. And see, that's what I was talking about. I heard my mom talking. Anyways, and yeah, the name of the band's Cannibal Corpses. I'm looking for the song. I don't think I ever found the song. I tried, but I just need to look harder. It's pretty cool. I like heavy metal. Almost a lot of people don't. I can understand that. Um. mm, 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 mm. Of course, they end up finding Snowflake. So, mm, he has adventures to the whole thing. I'll give away one funny part. I think I don't want to talk about it so much in case you watch it. But there is a shark scene. There's a shark inside a huge tank. He falls in. The shark doesn't eat him. I don't know how. I mean, the shark has to be hungry. He's in a big shark tank, but he doesn't fit so much. And he ends up biting and ripping his clothes. He comes out of that shark tank, and it was at a party too. He went snooping around. It was at a fancy smancy party at a mansion, and and he's like he comes out like of the restroom. He goes, "Do not go in there." Woo! He's all wet and everything, pretending that the toilet exploded, but no, he was actually snooping around, and he found that he got himself into a mess with that shark in the shark tank. I don't want to talk too much about it in case you want to watch it. I don't want to spoil this one for you. I'll spoil a movie I don't like, whatever, which is not fair, but oh well. Or I just know it's a stinky movie, so I'll give a spoiler, but not with this. Because if you watch it, go in and watch it. You might enjoy it. Stupid comedy, remember. If you like stupid comedy, this is your cup of tea. You don't like stupid comedy, this is not for you. Do, 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 do. I may have showed this one last night. I don't know. Oh, you know what? I have two of these discs. I have a different one, so maybe the other one was a different one. That's what I'm thinking. If I already showed it to you guys, I apologize. Although I might go through these movies once again because I get new viewers all the time. This is Cat Williams. He's the one in Friday After Next where he goes, pimp down, pimp down. Somebody dropped him and he fell down. I think where did they get that down from? I talked about it last time too. It's like the military thing, like a submarine has gone down, whatever like that. But this one, a pimp down, he went down. He comes out on Friday After Next, I believe that's the name of the title, and he plays the pimp. I already talked about the scene. I guess I won't talk about it today. I have other things to talk about. But I will talk about it some other day, maybe. I don't feel like it because I just did it last night. I just talked about him, I believe. He's very funny. I recommend him. Not a stupid comedy. Sometimes he gives you real deal comedy. Um, so far I found him on 2 DVDs. I recommend him. He has a very funny voice. It's kind of like Chris Rock, but I think this guy's voice is funnier. I would think this guy is funnier than Chris Rock. Put that. Let's hopefully he doesn't get slapped like Chris Rock. Hopefully Will Smith is not around. And somebody's channel like this, I was like, I was watching like you guys, and I was in the chat, and I said that I told the guy like the host, why did Chucky slap Chris Rock? Chucky from Child's Play. I got a good laugh out of it. Let me get a drinky drink. Next movie. Well, we got 10 minutes left. Anybody wants to join the chat? We got 10 minutes. Maybe it's not enough time. I'm just saying it's not a little bit of time. You're watching. I hope you're having a good time. This movie, next movie, The Last Stand. Can you see that? Every now and then I'll buy an expensive movie from Walmart. This one costs like $9 to $12. I don't remember. It's a mystery movie. It's a ghost movie. It was okay. To me, it wasn't something to do flips about. It's a girl, and there's a lot of ghost activity going on. There's some killings going on. I actually don't remember it that much. I only saw it like one time. Give it a chance, I guess. If I think I don't mean to sound sexist, but I think a lot of girls like these kind of movies. If you're a female, you'll probably watch it. If you're a guy you like ghost movies, give it a shot. Personally, I don't like ghost movies so much. There's very few ghosts. I might like the Poltergeist from back in the day. Um, yeah, the Poltergeist. That's all I could think about that from ghosts. I kind of enjoy, but most ghosts. I'm more a vampire zombie kind of guy or monsters or whatever. Let's put this one away. Next. You got Doctor Who. I do not know much about Doctor Who. I haven't even looked. It's still in its plastic. I don't know if you can tell. I maybe this says it's a Doctor Who series 9 party 1 BBC. I have not seen it at all. I do not know much about Doctor Who. I just got it. I think I bought the dollar store. And if I see it, I will let you know. I will let you know if it's good or not. If it was worth $1.25. Next movie. Another dollar movie. See, this is why I have it down there. Those are just dollar. This is Anger of Dead. I have not seen this movie. Still in its packaging. It's still, I still haven't seen it. It looks kind of good from the back. You got a zombie here. That it looks good, but you can't. I don't know. I did buy a zombie movie, a different movie than this from the dollar. The dollars, it's $1.25, but I'm still gonna say $1 because I don't want to like to say $1.25. I saw one like this. One was good, and then I saw another one that was horrible. The other zombie movie was called Zombies in Hollywood, whatever. And that one really sucked. I did not like it. It was dumb. I just did not like that movie. Oh my gosh, got another zombie one. I guess I put them all in the same place. The Day of the Dead, The Blood Thirst and Begun. This one looks good. I think I opened this movie and I was gonna see it and I never saw it. You can see there's no packaging on it. So the Day of the Living Dead. So the bloodbath has begun. Bloodbath has begun. So I can't recommend this movie or whatever because I haven't seen it, and I will try to let you guys know. Oh my gosh, this movie. It's called The Beast. It's a Russian movie. Hold on, real quick. Digo, no, está llamándome, estoy en el video. Me voy a estar. Ya, pues, digo, no me está molestando, me estoy en el video. Ah, está oyendo y usted. I'm sorry. You see, that's what I'm talking about. People do not listen. You still got a little bit of time left. That's why I don't like doing reviews in the daytime. That is why. Moving on. I apologize for that. At night, everybody's asleep. I can do whatever I want now. Daytime, I'm gonna have this. People just don't listen. Got this Bigelow, European Gigolo. This is not for kids. Um, it has a lot of perverted comedy in it. That's Schneider. I actually remember his name, and I didn't read it. Where's his name? Rob Schneider and Eddie Griffin. Eddie Griffin is a black comedian. He's really funny. He comes out in here. I don't remember what Eddie Griffin's name is in here though. But Eddie Griffin just plays a pimp, and he's already in Amsterdam. And he invites Deuce to go over. Deuce gets in trouble in America with some stuff. They're saying that they mistakenly say he's a pedophile and stuff like that, but he just did some accidental stuff. There were some mean kids. They were calling him I guess they were calling him a pedophile and stuff like that. It comes out in the news that they're looking for him. He ran off because these kids were just being mean to him, calling them that word. And so he goes with Eddie Griffin. That's Eddie Griffin's real name. I don't remember his name in there. And Eddie Griffin's character gets in trouble with the law over there, and they mistake Eddie Griffin as the murderer. And Deuce is gonna try to investigate some clients to male prostitutes, women, and he's gonna try to solve the case on who was a murdered. And I don't know who got murdered. Who got murdered? Oh, a male prostitute got murdered, and Deuce ends up helping him investigate, and they find the killer. I guess I'm not gonna do a spoiler. For adults, I recommend this. It's not for children. Deuce Bigelow, European Gigolo. If you like dirty comedy and all that, you don't mind, watch it. If you're sensitive to a lot of stuff, don't watch it. I wouldn't recommend for women unless they like this kind of stuff. And yeah, he clears Eddie Griffin's name. They find the murderer and stuff like that. Okay, that concludes today. For all you that are watching, thank you for joining my channel. Sorry about the interruption before. This is why I don't recommend doing it daytime at my house. I like to do it at night where everybody's asleep, where I'm getting your interruptions. I'm gonna leave you with my saying. I usually, if I remember, I always say it. Um, Join the revolution, man. Join it. I'm gonna start a group, and all I can say is join. Everybody's welcome. I'm putting you guys first before anything else. I'm gonna say my line. The world will never be a perfect place, but we can all make it better. My name's Alberto. I'm also known as aDestroyer 48, and I will see you in my next video. Later. Bye.